Yeah, was this your card? Yeah, maybe this wasn't the best. Yeah, was this your card? Looking back, not the best reveal. These X cost a fortune and I made a mess. Now that's the intro that I wanted to do. The intro that you deserved, but the trick just never worked out and I'm like, well, now here we are. My top 3 most viral card tricks that people hated, loved, and were confused about. Oh, and by the way, giveaway going on later in this video, so make sure you keep watching. Let's go up the ranks, starting with number 3 at 2.3 million views. Let's start by pulling out this beautiful handmade custom card pad for Canis Lupus, and of course a deck of playing cards. Now, to start, we're going to take the cards right out of the tuck case, and I'm going to split the deck about in half, right? So half here, half here. Now, as a spectator, you can go ahead and pick either half that you want. Let's just say you pick this one. You can go ahead and shuffle it up as much as you like. You want to give it an overhand shuffle. You want to give it the Hindu shuffle right over here. If you want to give it a nice riffle shuffle, which is a bit more difficult to do with a bridge, there you go. You can do that as well. As soon as you're done, you want to go ahead and memorize the bottom card. So take a look at that card. Have that memorized. As soon as that's done, we'll put it down here. Now, I want you to take any number of cards off of this packet. Make sure you don't see how many cards. Make sure I don't see how many cards. And put them off to the side. Now we're going to take these cards and smash them right there. So your card is now actually lost somewhere randomly in the center of the deck. The way that we're going to find the card is very interesting. We're going to use what's known as the Klondike shuffle. So we take one card off the top and bottom and we put it down like this. And we keep going like this until we've exhausted this entire deck. All right, check this out. Now, how many cards were in this packet? Neither of us know. I want you to count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in this packet. Here's where it gets truly magical because we have this card, your card lost somewhere randomly. Here you shuffled up the pack and everything, and we're going to count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to match the number of cards in this pile. And the card at the 9th position is your selected card, which is even cooler because it's the 9 of diamonds. Now, I've always wanted to read my comments on a video, so let's start with this one. Right when he said split the deck evenly, I knew it was going to be a math trick. Absolutely right, with a little bit of sleight of hand. Splitting the deck exactly in half is already well beyond my pay grade. Well, same buddy. But I got a secret to share with you later. Now this guy said my method is similar but different. I have a variation where I don't do the trick right and never find the card. Well, here's your problem. So the tutorial for trick number 1, of course this is math based, so you have to have 52 cards for this to work. And of course the caveat is you need to cut the deck exactly in half. Now I know a lot of people can't do that. I'm still not perfect at it. I get it maybe 1 in every 2 to 3 attempts. So to make this a guaranteed thing, you can do a little bit of a pre-setup. What you want to do is grab 26 cards and take the 26th card and get a small crimp in the card like this. So come to the corner, just get a nice small bend there, put this 26 card right below the 25 cards, and then put this right back on top of the deck. And you could see that little crimp that's right there. So now when you come over and are doing this effect, you say, I'm going to cut the deck somewhere in half. And you don't have to say exactly in half. You say, I'm going to cut the deck somewhere in half and make 2 piles like this. From here, it's pretty much all self-working. You ask them to pick any pile. If they pick the one with the crimp, pick this up first, flatten out that crimp by pressing on the corner, and then hand this packet to them. They can, of course, shuffle this up. Oops. They, of course, shuffle that up. And as this is shuffled up, once they're done, they're going to take a look and memorize the bottom card. In this case, it is the 7 of hearts. You're going to take this packet back, and you're going to give it another shuffle. This is where a little bit of sleight of hand comes into play. When I give the deck a shuffle here, I peel off the top and bottom cards like this, and then I continue shuffling, maintaining their card right on the bottom. Right? So as this is shuffling, they of course think their card is now being lost somewhere in the center. And as this is being done, you ask them to cut some number of cards off the top of the other packet and put them off to the side. Make sure they don't know how many cards, and of course you don't know how many cards. Then you take the rest of these cards, put them right on top. So you tell the spectator, now your card has to be lost somewhere in this packet, and we're going to find it in a very interesting way. We're going to use the Klondike shuffle. So you're going to take the bottom card and the top card, put them both together, and put them down. You're going to go through the entire packet like this. And at the outcome, at the end, there's going to be either 1 card remaining or 2 cards remaining, depending on the number of cards the spectator has cut. So if there's 2 cards remaining, you're going to take those 2 cards and put them right on top of the deck. If there's 1 card remaining, like this case, there's just 1 card remaining, you just leave that right on top. Now you tell the spectator, everything was kind of randomized. You shuffled up, I shuffled up, we lost a card somewhere in the deck, and now you had some number of cards here that you cut off. You want them to count those number of cards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And you say, that's very interesting, because if we take a look at the fifth card from the top here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's their selected card, the 7 of hearts. Now this is the second most watched card trick at 2.5 million views. Check it out. We'll start off with a nice clean shuffle, then of course you can give the deck as many cuts as you'd like. Now, as soon as you're satisfied, you're going to give the deck one final cut. We're going to take the cards, give them a cut. If you're not satisfied here, though, we of course can close it up, and you can give the deck a cut anywhere else that you'd like. Now, wherever you gave the deck a cut, we're going to take the top 2 cards at this location. So card number 1, take a look at it. It is the 6 of spades. And card number 2, look at it. It is the King of diamonds. So 6 of spades and King of diamonds, right? We're going to take these cards, put them right back where they were, and of course you can give the deck now as many cuts as you'd like. They're both lost somewhere in the center, but this is where it gets really good. I'm going to give you the deck, and you're going to split it into 2 even piles. Let's just speed right through this. Now, it blew my mind for the first few seconds that I saw this, because if you take this packet, you'll see that you actually sorted it into all red cards, except for one black card, and that one black card is the 6 of spades. But it gets even better. You had that one black card in all the red cards. What do you think is in the other pile? You'll see that it's all black cards and one red card, your selected card, the King of diamonds and the 6 of spades. Jumping straight to the comments. Spectator, can I shuffle them? Me. No, please don't do that. Accurate and verified. Instructions unclear. My pants are gone. Wait. Oh, okay. Card trick you can do right now. Me not having any cards to do the trick with. Fair. I feel like there's a way you can cut these cards that would mess up those piles. Actually, no. No, and I will show you during the tutorial, which we'll do now. With effect number 2, I'm not gonna lie, it did fool me for a second until I really thought it out. So this requires a full deck setup. You want to grab all the red cards, put them into one pile, grab all the black cards, and put them into another pile. And what you want to do is you want to have the cards in alternating red, black order. I think the easiest and fastest way to do this is by doing the Pharaoh Shuffle. And Pharaoh Shuffle, of course, is maybe, I would say, a bit more advanced technique than what is, I guess, what I'm teaching here. But what that pretty much does is interleaves the cards perfectly, which, of course, I failed at because I love to fail. You know, that's how you learn. So you interleave the cards perfectly using the Pharaoh Shuffle. That's close enough. And that's why I was able to shuffle the cards up right at the beginning of my video, because I pretty much organized the cards like this, and then I shuffle them together. You can see now red, black order. And then right in front of you when I started, I just went ahead and shuffled up the cards. Once these cards have been shuffled, of course, you can see red, black order. From here, if you want, you can give the deck as many cuts as you like, because giving the deck a cut does not change the pattern in which the deck is organized. It just changes the order of that pattern. So you can give the deck as many cuts as you like, and regardless of wherever you cut the deck, trust me, the cards are always going to remain in red, black, or black, red order. From here, you go ahead, tell the spectator to cut the deck anywhere they want, and they go ahead and do that. Then wherever spot they cut to, right, so they took off the top packet, wherever spot they cut to, I take the top card with my right hand, and I take the second card from the top with my left hand. And I reveal the card in my right hand. In this case, it's a 5 of diamonds, which is a red card. And now the next card has to be a black card, right? So next one is 2 of clubs. So I say 5 of diamonds, 2 of clubs. Now keep in mind, I picked up with my right hand first, so I put down with my right hand first. My left hand was picked up second, 2 of clubs, I put that down. So one more time, you pick up with right hand first, show 5 of diamonds, pick up with left hand, show 2 of clubs, you show 5 of diamonds again, put that down first, and show 2 of clubs, put that down. What you've just done is reversed the order, right? So if we dealt the cards back, right, before you reverse the order, if we just dealt the cards into 2 even piles, at that point, they would just be separated into reds and blacks. But because 2 cards have been reversed at one location, now if I deal off into 2 even piles, I'm gonna go ahead and deal, or actually before I even, as I'm dealing, I can talk about this. Regardless of how the cards are cut, you can try this out yourself. Regardless of how the cards are cut, because of the pattern doesn't change, like I mentioned before, the order changes, but the pattern doesn't. Because the pattern doesn't change, the outcome is still going to be the same. There's going to be 1 red card within all the black cards, and 1 black card within all the red cards. So of course, if we take a look, within all the red cards, we see that 1 black card that you selected, 2 of clubs, magical, and then here within all the black cards, we see the 1 red card you selected, the 5 of diamonds, pure magic. Quick interruption, I'd like to thank my friend Vance Bocas for heading on over to the CardMechanic shop and sponsoring 2 decks of cards to give away during this video. I really appreciate people like him who love to give back to the community. To enter this giveaway, all you have to do is comment your favorite egg. Now, comment your favorite trick out of these 3. And the winner will be announced in the post section of my YouTube channel 72 hours after the release of this video. And now my most viewed card trick with 3.1 million views. I feel like it's the easiest one on here. Now here's a simple variation on a cool effect. We start by having a card selected, this card right over here. Take a look at this card and memorize it. Once you have that memorized, we'll lose it somewhere right in the center of the deck, and of course you can cut it in the center yourself. Then you can give the deck even more cuts. This way we're all satisfied with what's actually going down. Now I'm giving the magic snap and flick, and you'll see just like that, there's one card in the face-up direction, your card, the 5 of spades. That wasn't your card? Okay, let's use this to count down, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the card 5 positions from the 5 is your selected card, the Queen of Diamonds. This is actually very enjoyable. These comments are amazing. Starting with this one, instructions unclear. My pants disappeared. Don't worry. Right here, tried this. The casino said that was not appropriate for a blackjack table. Agreed and verified. Easy trick, no sleight of hand, great for beginners, thanks. You're welcome. I 100% agree, perfect for any beginner. What if the spectator cuts right at the 5 of club? It is very unlikely because it is upside down and provide a natural break. I mean, that's a great point, and I'll cover what you can do during the tutorial. This one had to be my favorite. I love this truck, but I use the 4 aces as the extra 4 cards. Following comment, I also love this truck. I use the 4 kings and frame it as a gesture performing for the kings. This is a pretty good truck. But seriously, a good point that I can cover in the tutorial. This last one is just a fun variation on a basic key card principle, where if you put the card right on top of the deck and you memorize the bottom card, when you cut it, you just look for your bottom card, and right in front of your bottom card, you're gonna find the selected card. This takes it a step further in that we add a bit more to it. So we find a 5-spot card, and by 5 spot, I mean a 5 value card. Put that on the bottom of the deck, turn it facing the other direction. Now I did get comments saying that you can add the 4 aces if you'd like, which I think is a really nice touch. So let me go ahead and find the 4 aces. That's ace number 1, ace number 2, ace number 3, and ace number 4. You take these 4 aces and put them right below facing the same direction as the rest of the cards, just the 5 has been reversed. One thing to note, you want to use a deck that has white borders, because here you can kind of see, and I realized after I filmed the whole thing, is you can kind of see the card that's reversed right over here. Hopefully you didn't catch that, but if you did, I'm sorry, I suck. You could see that card right there, right? So you have the spectator go ahead, you bring these cards out. If you want to do a false shuffle, you definitely can. If you want to do a false cut, you definitely can. You just want to make sure that these cards kind of don't reveal themselves, and the bottom 5 or even 6 cards stay exactly where they are. You have that set up, you're ready to go. You give the deck a false cut, right? I like to give the deck a false cut like this, and then have a spectator go ahead and pick out a card. They pick out this card, boom, it happens to be the Jack of Diamonds. You keep the Jack of Diamonds on top, and before anything even happens, you say you're gonna lose it right in the center. So I give the deck a cut real quick here, lose it right in the center. Now you can hand this deck to the spectator, and you can have the spectator cut the deck. Now the concern that people have is, what if you cut directly, let's say, let's walk through a few cases. Of course, if you leave this as is and you do the same reveal I did, look, your card's a 5. Oh wait, no, it's not. Then you count starting from the card next to it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there's the selected card. But now let's say I let the spectator freely cut the cards. So if they cut the cards anywhere else, just not in this packet of 5 cards, you're fine. But now someone asks, okay, what if they cut directly to the 5? Now they see a face-up 5. And then what you can actually say to cover this up is, oh wow, look at that, you cut directly to your card. And then go with the same routine of, wait, that's not my card. Be like, oh, that's interesting because that card jumped right to the top when you cut it. And if we count a few cards down, count 5 cards down exactly, not counting this one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that is your selected card. That's pretty cool. Now let's walk through another case, right? These cards are here somewhere. Now let's just say someone cuts between the 5 and these cards, right? So if someone cuts between the 5 and these cards, if you spread out like this, right, you're spreading these cards out, you see the 5 on the bottom. You're like, oh, that's a 5-spot card. What I like to do is take this and cut this right to the top. So take the 5, the face of 5, put all these cards right up to the top, and show, you know, there's your selected card. And then you can do exactly as I did, where you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you reveal that card. Now to take it a step further, someone in the comments said you can add the 4 aces, and you could say that's not all. What makes this even cooler is that the 4 cards between the 5 and your selected card happen to be the 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces. That will blow minds. For another top 30 video, check out this one right over here, and if you want to see more of this type of content where I read comments and do card tricks, let me know, we can make it happen. As always, a huge shout out to all my Patreon producers, and thank you, love you, see you soon.